Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. We got the Unconventional Podcast, or I should say the Deadass Podcast, hosted by man of the channel. If you didn't know, get familiar. The diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, that is myself. To my left, Fatty Bitty. But you can feel free to introduce yourself.
I'm gonna correct that. Ain't no Fatty Bitty here, alright?
Fatty Bitty, to my left.
Correct it. Rick Slick, big homies.
What?
Rick Slick.
Rick Slick.
Rick Slick.
Rick Slick. You hear how to...
Hey, yo, I don't know about all that. Across from me, my other co-host. Feel free to introduce yourselves. We start.
I'm anti-social time.
I'm Mr. Unknown. I'm Mr. Low Key Rope.
Whoa, wait. Where's this change of the name? Hold on. Man was Mr. No IG.
Oh, Mr. No IG.
No. You can't just go low key roll.
No. It comes to slack. The last time we recorded was like a whole.
Alright, fair enough. It's been month and a half. It's been like 3 months. It's been a while. But we back.
I let it go. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop acting like this shit.
He forgot his name.
I got into a whole.
Alright, so we take it back. I'll still be no Mr. No IG.
Well, you could just be both. You just have multiple names. Maybe your whole gimmick could be every time we record, you got a different name.
Why I gotta be a gimmick, ho? That's too much pressure. Now you gotta think of a
I did it
different.
before.
Yeah, but that's what he like to do.
I was doing it mad times.
You do it?
Yeah, he used to have one. No invites.
No, you was invited like 4 times.
But what we
You didn't want to do it. I did
what we
invite you.
discussing?
Wait,
What we
you invited
discussing?
Yeah, because you wanted to be on it.
Oh yeah, but.
Exactly. So everybody here got the invite. I invite people.
Oh wait. It don't even matter now because we here now on our own shit.
There you go.
Holla at your boy.
Well, there it is. But yeah.
love basketball.
We got an opening topic. We dealing with these harlots out here. So would you rather go to her house to engage in coital activity, or would you rather her come to your house?
Why they gotta be
engage
hoes, or
in
be like
coital activity?
You know, women.
No, I just use the verb very
I'm
cavalier.
not-
It's like the N word. It's like the B word. It's like, yeah, it's one of
There
those.
you go.
You don't just call these ladies all prostitutes, but everybody's a
Wait.
harlot. Yeah.
I've learned. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a harlot, you're gonna get you harlot.
Yeah, but it depends on how you.
If you're looking for just a girl that's trying to like get an audition, trying to do something in life, and also like a little bit nasty at times. It be like that.
No, it varies from but in its
You
purest form,
gotta find out
I
what your
say,
vibration is.
but I don't go looking for harlots in
That's not your
the
vibration.
definition
Dude,
of the
I
word.
know dudes who love harlot. They like, no, that's my thing. I love that look.
Yeah, I know
love
one dude
that
who go when they
yellow
pay
look.
for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the ratchet biddies.
I noticed I gravitate to athletic girls, like track girls. I found out it's the way their personality is set up. I gravitate to them, and I love it. They got booty meat for
Is
days.
it the way their personality is set up, or is it the way their bodies are set up?
It gotta be a mixture of both, bro. You gotta find the right. You gotta find the right vibe.
No, it's you know what? It's perfect. It's personality and body.
Exactly. It's a mixture.
Yeah, because track girls, they don't really interact with dudes till they working in the track role in all of them high school years. So when they get out, they kind of still trying to figure it out. I need a girl that's still, because that's what life is. You're still trying to figure it out. Once you stop trying to figure it out, you dead. And when a lot of these girls be clocking out when they like 25, like, it's got to be like this. This is what I want right now for the rest of my life. Right now.
It's stationary.
Yeah, I'm just like,
And they push that baby on you before 30.
I'm like, yo, the last 3 years I've grown so much. Last 3 years I've grown so much.
I got a vasectomy, chief.
Oh, what? You got a vasectomy?
Nah, I'm fucking with you. But yeah,
Over his head.
AI with the crossover. So I say, I missed the joke.
Oduwapti.
Yeah, but
I'm
I'm gonna ask Fatty Bitty or Rick Slick.
Thank you.
Would
Rick
you
Slick.
rather
Stand corrected.
the lady go to your house or you go to her house?
Nah, go to her house.
Why? nigga?
Oh,
Nah, hold on, I'm coming right now.
Hey, you coming right now? Wave check.
The napkins.
Wow.
Yeah, but
That was naughty.
Nah,
What about your,
that's a little crazy.
Spicy.
Ooh.
but why would you rather go to her house than have her come over?
Nah, it depends. Your living situation and all that. I ain't gonna get into all that.
Mhm.
But sometimes it'd be more nicer. It'd be better when you go to their house because the thrill. You know when sometimes you get that girl that say you can't come over, then she sneaks you in. and over. It's that
How
disregard
old
for
are
their
you,
parents.
motherfucker?
It
Ain't
should
no
be
bitch
fun.
sneaking me in. I'm like, almost 30. I'm
Nah,
not sneaking in.
little did you know, there be some girls that like.
Then you shouldn't be.
Nah, it's not even that. It's
I'm
just
not
the
sneaking in at
Caribbean.
30.
How they brought up. You can't.
You know, there's other women in the world.
Nah, it's just
Okay,
You
all
just-
right.
you
So
just
you'd
like
rather
sneaking.
you'd rather be snuck in to their crib. How about
At
yourself?
times.
Rather come to your house or you go to their house?
My mood is you come to me and I provide my service.
Fair enough. There it is. Your
Yes.
Uber's outside. Feel free to dip.
Oh, I'm mad fair with my shit.
There it is.
You come through, you getting a cab home off rip.
Mhm.
Cause of the debauchery that I put her through,
That's a word.
I got to.
Nah, it is.
Fair enough. Fair enough. There it is. So we got one.
Nah,
I'd rather go to
I
her
would
crib.
change it.
I'd rather, you can't change it now. So you'd rather go to the crib. You got one who'd rather her come to his crib. Yourself.
Oh, that's
So-
called a clear, concise answer.
Yeah, I don't know about this dude. I'd rather go to cribs, but me is based on location. I do own a car, but I do not want to drive a long way. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like,
Case.
it's
You ain't confusing, motherfucker.
yeah. I be like, listen. I'm moving my own freaking. You know, I'm moving my own shit. So at the end of the day, it depends on how far you are. If I don't feel like driving mad far, then therefore I'm not going there. But the benefit of having your own car, you can leave whenever you want to leave. So I choose
fair enough.
to go to another person's crib all the same.
Well, if it's because if you don't got a car, you got to take the MTA. Now
Hold
it's predicated
on. I subscribe to Antisocial Ties.
Oh, just the
Uber home.
Okay, all right.
I haven't done MTA in the last 5-6 years.
Damn. Okay,
Talk
that's committed.
that talk,
That's
sis.
committed. That's
Talk
committed.
that talk, sis.
All right. So we got two for going to the lady's
to the
house
house, one for
versus
coming to the house,
one
yeah.
for having them come to theirs. So are you?
I mean, it depends. Really, like if I mess with a chick, I don't mind. But like as antisocial type, you likes to call me Batman. I prefer to go to their crib because of like the backyard. I got 3 different ways to get to my crib. So if I really don't like you like that, I'm gonna give you one train station. I'm gonna make you do mad different directions before you come to my crib. So when you leave, you don't know how that you don't know how you got there. So therefore, you know. But so overall, if I don't really mess with a chick, I will go, to their crib. But if I'm feeling you, I'll let you come over here.
But wait, we gotta explore
That was a lot.
why
No,
you
no,
making
that was-
somebody go through a maze to get to your house.
That was my opening statement, Mr. No IG, Mr. Low Key Roll. So you gotta let them know. I don't want them to know exactly how to get to my crib.
But you
so
get
gotta-
intimate with this
Turn them
person.
into turmeric. They gotta turn into turmeric to see it.
Why they gotta go through a maze?
Listen, man,
to
you
get to your
gotta-
house?
They gotta read the map. And
Yo.
Mr. X is here, but you gotta go this way.
Yeah, so you got a different directions. I'll go
They
pick
could probably
that's how
live
you gotta-
down the block, and you got them going
Exactly.
around.
You gotta go this way, then that way. So then when you're like, where does he live? You're like, I don't know. I just went to his house one time. There you go. Game done.
So we got 3. No. That's 2.
No,
It's even
No,
now.
he said he'd rather go.
Yeah, he said he'd rather
He
have.
got a mixed one. He got a
Well, yeah, it's like a.
Like
which one? would you
overall,
prefer?
I would rather go.
Okay.
It depends on
Oh,
the chick.
there we
I'll
go.
have
There
them
you
come
go.
over.
So he
Okay,
part,
all right. So that's
part.
3-1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to add to the
The
3 and
Yeah.
make 4. I would much rather go to their house.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So 4
Because
to 1.
because in my past, or I should say throughout this entire year, I have been trooping via bike
I was
to
about to say.
these Paul's houses. Now it's not because MTA and me, we don't have a good relationship, right? It's
I
well
don't know how.
documented.
MTA has been working good for me. I don't have no
You
problems.
live by trains
That
and the
don't
bus is there.
Everything.
I live entirely by a bus.
in the
There's
boondocks.
no trains around me.
So do I.
Yeah, so the downside is if it's 12 a.m., it's midnight, the buses is running slow. The trains, they still moving slow, but you can, maneuver with a train versus with a bus. It's hard with a bus because the bus that come to my crib, it cut off after 12. So if I'm out at 2 a.m., I ain't getting back home. I gotta jog, I gotta run. So I bike
I gotta drive.
to where I gotta go. What is the furthest? Now there's Nate, all right? Because we touched on this a little bit on the last podcast. What's the furthest you ever traveled to get some cordial activity? Myself, I biked from here. Yeah, we touched on it, but we didn't really go into it. I biked from here to Harlem. And Google Maps tell you it's about a 2-hour ride. I got there in 70 minutes. Right? It's quite it's a little bit of mileage. It's about 22 miles, I think, in total. It's to go there and then to come back. So if you add, it's like 42 just to go get some.
On a bike?
Some really, yeah.
How
Hold
many
on, though.
times is that?
Hold on.
Oh boy.
So, it's a 22-mile journey, right? Pretty sure you were sweaty.
Without question. Oh, I see where you're going with this. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How did this work out?
See, the thing was, Shorty was a freak, so it didn't matter.
Big old freak. Big old treats.
It was, she was on some. Listen.
Confused nasty with freak. When I'm confused being nasty and freak.
Listen. First of all, when I sweat,
No nasty and freak.
hey, big old treats.
There's
All
a
I'm saying
thin
is,
line between that.
all I'm saying
Hygiene.
is, when I arrive,
I get it.
Right.
when I arrive, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go and take a shower. She be on some, nah, but I still try to avoid it. But luckily for me, see, I'm a sweater, but I don't sweat in the genital area.
Yeah, you're supposed to wear compression shorts. You ride bikes
My
all the
point
time.
exactly. So I know how to dodge it. I make up
Shout
for
out
it.
to football in high school.
Exactly.
You changed my life.
Because my body be wet,
Boy.
but
Hey,
my
whoa,
appendage be
your body
dry.
be wet.
Hey,
Yo,
hey.
when the business is dry, you just
Exactly.
like, okay.
So you just walk in. Oh,
yeah,
there
I
it
got caught in
is.
the rain, my t-shirt wet, but my,
But yeah, I would say 22 miles going and 22 miles coming back. So to go and get.
I'm not worried
that.
about them coming back.
Yeah.
I'm talking about them
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
The
So that was
going
the furthest I ever traveled. How about yourself?
No. You took it down with that 22 miles.
Oh, multiple times. You kidding me? Not just one time. Yeah, it wasn't no one time. It
the
was multiple times.
smells. Oh my.
No. The funny thing about it was there was no odor. It was very intriguing.
Was it AC?
Huh? Nah, the AC was, well, sometimes AC was on, sometimes it's not. But we never had no issue with odor.
Yo, I shake your hand on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta take care of
me.
myself.
Once I'm hot and I start sweating, that would have been the
Well.
nastiest session she had in her life. It was full of sweat.
See, that's something you gotta
Nasty
talk up
sweat.
with your doctor.
You got the.
Yeah.
Hold on. He
No
got the-
AC.
He got
Oh,
the.
well,
I
damn.
just rode a bike 22 miles. What are you talking about?
Hey, nah, but you got the outside breeze, so would it be that?
Was she live outside?
He got,
Nah, but you do biking. You say you live outside. When you some gonna say
she
live
homeless.
outside. I'd bike 22
homeless,
miles for
you saying?
a homeless pussy.
And still, my body physically pedaled for 22 miles. I'm going to sweat. I'm going to
Fair
sweat.
enough, fair.
Crazy.
But yeah, I've gone pretty 22 miles to go get some ass. How about yourself?
Damn. Oh, I thought it was.
Say it, cause you
Yeah.
told me. Say it.
I thought it was that one. No, I got you right now. It would have been the Bronx. I ain't gonna lie. It would have been.
Further than the Bronx.
Yeah, I just thought something just
would
clicked in
you
my
lie?
head.
With some- so have you got tested?
Wait.
Wait. For all the guys that's doing this right now, you got to do your annually. Say every 6 months, get
Annually?
tested. No, your
Not
semi-annually.
really. If
Whenever you
if
want to,
Semi.
with
get
nasty women,
tested.
you
That's
gotta
it.
do that.
You have to.
If
You
do what
put
I
on
do,
them whenever you want.
Keep
Just check
yourselves
it out.
like, yeah.
Annually.
Nah, but hold on. But it was just one. The one furthest one. That was one time. Shut up.
Cut that out. If they're from.
It was like, I don't know if you ever heard of like something called Rockland County.
Rockland
Yeah.
County.
It's like right past Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is, but that you could say that's kind of almost as far as.
So wait, so you drove, what is that, 2 hours?
Nah,
What
How
is
much
it,
time
hour
you
and a
drove,
half?
fucker?
What is
nah. It's like an hour and 10. It's right past Jersey.
Bro, it's like 70 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
ain't nothing crazy.
So y'all matched the same time.
Yeah.
But that's
Oh,
why.
yeah,
That's why I was so
hold on,
surprised
hold on,
when he
yeah,
said that it's for a
But
bike.
he was in the 18
I'm in the car.
And
Yeah, I was
he
biking.
That's all. I'm
That's
like.
what I'm saying.
That's OD,
The time
bro.
is still the same.
Time-
Remember,
Okay.
guys.
All right.
The time is still the
70
same.
minutes.
Ah,
Well,
His
given.
question was how long did you
Hour
travel?
15,
The
hour-
time is still
Okay.
the same.
All right.
You can say
all right.
that. It's
So
right past
outfits-
the. Once you get to the George Washington, you know how long it takes to get
Yeah,
back to Brooklyn.
Was it
It's right next to it.
suffice? Was it
Huh?
worth the
Yeah,
trip?
it was.
Whoa, was just worth the trip.
Yeah, for what it was. I mean, just the physical sort of aspect of just engaging
So
in that.
analytical motherfucker.
That was
Took
perfect.
The whole
Yeah.
fucking story out of it.
The sex, great. The
Yeah.
girl in the long run, with the way things had to, end up ending, nah. But for what I went there to go do, it worked out.
Wait, so yours ended? Right?
Yes, yeah.
Did yours end?
Yeah, but it was my fault. I messed that up. No.
Yeah, but we ain't
Oh,
asked
so
you
you
just
actually
to
went
end
with
it.
It's
That's crazy.
always your fault, but yeah,
You
continue.
drove an hour and 10 minutes to Jersey for some sex. Got you.
Hold on,
Next.
but still.
Nah, they come to you. It was just that was the furthest I went through.
You ain't
All
calling
right,
me.
so we both had 70 minutes.
Nah,
We
they,
both had 70 minutes. How about yourself? What is the furthest that antisocial tie had to go for some ass.
Furthest I went to Jersey. It was like a little hour, not even an hour. It was like 45-minute trip.
You pay for the
Oh.
Uber?
Of course.
Oh.
Did you pay for the Uber back?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Wait,
therefore,
no.
the quote, I'm broke, baby. Doesn't work for him.
Man.
Exactly.
Because I went out there a couple of times.
Hey.
But the first initial time, homegirl called the cab for me. And it
She
was
did.
about $110.
Damn.
She held that down. We didn't even talk about it. I was just like,
Hey.
I like women like that. Because I understand. This is agreement we had. This the contract.
She dropped
She
110
asked me,
beans to go
hey.
receive somebody.
Hey,
Yeah.
it was like 12 o'clock at night. I'm
What?
like,
What?
I'm borderline like this. What you doing? Hey. And I'm like, sure. And she didn't even like, she off rip was set up. She was like, are you available? I called you an Uber. And I was like, yeah. So I got dressed in the shower, just sat there fully dressed and waiting.
Okay, all right. So from here, Brooklyn to Jersey,
Yeah.
was it worth it? In the
Oh,
long
yeah.
for all right,
Yeah.
there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, all
She had a
right.
little run.
Okay, next up, Mr.
We grown now.
Unknown was the furthest that you had to go
So, I mean,
for some ass.
since the past 3, I guess I'm the closest. I live borderline Queens anyway,
Oh.
from Brooklyn.
Mm.
The furthest I had to go was Queens, so it wasn't that bad, you know, and it was worth it, and I drove, you know. Hence, brings it back to my old thing. Depends on how far you are. I'm gonna drive. It's very simple.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, fair
Easy
enough.
as that.
Fair enough.
Very convenient.
Some girl tried to shade me one time when we went on a date. She was
Yeah.
like, you only hanging out with me because you was off today. And I was like, you only came because you got off early. And I saw on her face when she had the epiphany when it happened. She was like, yeah, you're right, I'm right. Why are you trying to shoot?
Yeah, exactly.
There it is.
So my journey is very convenient compared to the other ones.
With a time constraint, what would you say, about like 35, 40 minutes? Maybe even less? Because since you're on the border.
You're bugging out.
It's like-
it was like 20 minutes.
Damn, this
So
man
it's
been
y'all
local
two.
his whole
Right now
life.
it's just y'all two.
Yeah,
70 minutes.
we the only ones over an hour right
Y'all
now.
over here, true,
He-
working
well-
hard. They working hard.
And
Nah.
Y'all
and-
two working hard over here.
Nah, I bike.
And
That's my
habits.
life. In
And-
fact,
and
you
I
see the
drove.
wound.
Because you
You
love
getting some of those
you,
from the
you
bike.
You blessed because you love working out.
Yeah, because if you don't see, you can see that scab on my hands, make it seem like I got vitiligo starting.
well, hold on.
Nah, I
He-
bust
he-
my ass on the bike.
He didn't get that from going to Simplicity though.
Nah,
So,
I just
working
fell.
out, just running
Yeah,
about.
yeah, I have fell. Let's just go with that. I fell. I got back up though. We
But
live
you
in
gotta,
You're
you
here,
gotta
of
take
course you
away
do.
the love of biking from the fact that you
It's a great way to stay in
went
shape.
22 miles just for that.
Yes, ridiculous, right? It's
That's
crazy.
for anybody.
Yeah, because when it's the
But I
funny
got a
thing,
big
like
one, I don't
when
got
you
you.
have to go and get that release, something just comes over you. Like, yo, I gotta go,
It
Did
comes
you
over you.
go raw?
huh?
Did you go raw?
I mean, I have with that girl, but I can't recall if it was when I bike. Because I did have some times where I just so happened to be in the city, so I just took the train to
You
go.
freaking hoe.
But yeah,
You did what Fatty Bitty do.
Yo,
When
Rick
you
Slade.
did the 22 miles, did you go raw?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Cause
I
I'm
would
like-
have to think to
I was
remember.
like the audacity.
Yeah, 'cause I-
22
yeah,
miles
I-
of salty,
yeah.
sweaty Haitian.
Wow,
Why
got
not?
the Haitian.
Got that
nigga.
Word,
Yeah, but I see where you're coming from.
That's
Because
serious
we've done it
logic.
so many times. I've only biked
good, though.
in the total.
Pause. For the
Three
But
biddies.
not in a bad way.
It's good
just
for
like,
the biddies. That's what I meant to say.
Hey. Sometimes when you get that urge, sometimes you're not thinking straight.
I
You feel
applaud
me?
you.
That's
I
nice.
don't think I would
Nice.
ever bike 22 miles. for
And you know what's
any
funny?
mile.
The last time that I ended up biking over there, I did it just for the bike ride over, versus the actual act.
I be telling this
I
man, you
respect
be biking too much. Like, I understand you want to stay in shape, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
It is
But
a
it's
great
like, just take the train or take
having a
the
super
Uber or
bus on,
something.
dude.
It's like, come on.
Because I had times in which I took the train. It's 2 hours versus getting there in 70 minutes. That cut of the 50 minutes is it's a thrill for me. I don't know what it is. When you're just biking, it's a sense of freedom.
You gonna make me cop a bike.
But yeah, you should. But last but not least,
Well,
low key roll,
everybody knows
Mr. No IG.
Everybody knows my situation here. I had a long distance relationship, so that's kind of an asterisk. I'm not going to mention that, but it was was
No. That
No,
was the
no.
longest.
It was, yeah. It was.
That was, so you have to mention that was
I'm
the
not
longest.
gonna, discretion advise.
Yeah,
But,
that is
wow.
that is a that was a relationship, so
Yeah.
it's kind of
So,
varies.
so you talking about just regular?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that back in the this is the first time you guys want to hear, but back in high school days, I did go to Jersey, back in my time, and it was I went and change. So.
You traveled to
And that's
Jersey
when
before
we
you were
didn't have
20?
money.
Before you swear.
Hold on.
That was
Wait,
before the job.
Listen.
You traveled to Jersey
When we
before
was in
you was 20.
when we
Yeah,
was in high
before you had a
school,
job,
it
like-
was the mommy and daddy money. We all had it. That's not front. And then it was I used to I'm playing football as an excuse, so I had that excuse. I'm not I'm,
mommy
different
and daddy
now.
money on pum
Hey,
I'm broke, baby. But I was like, I told my parents I got football practice, and I was really just going out to Georgia to get some.
oh, so
Oh,
wait,
I'm about to tell Coach right now.
see, that's loaded. So you was cutting practice while you were the captain to go and get some.
First
ass.
of all, y'all know damn well I never missed a day of practice, so it was one of those days it was off season or something like that. And I was like, I just told my parents I had practice, and they believed me because they didn't really know anything about parents because they're like Caribbean parents, so it's like whatever. I'm like, all right, cool.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So we had it's like an hour plus, but you were
I
in
went
high
and
school.
changed,
though.
yeah. So
that's
I took like the train and the whole bunch of public transportation to get there. So like
Public workers.
public transportation.
I thought I was tricking out here. One?
Oh.
At the end of the day, I
My
think
nose?
Roe wins that one. Like, that was in high school.
Yeah, roll.
Yeah, pretty much.
did
Yeah.
it, and you had no job or nothing.
Yeah.
Like I said,
You was
high
adolescence.
school
That's
was the time
wow.
you got that mommy and daddy money. You got an allowance.
Yeah.
I was smart like most people here. We saved out money, so therefore I could get money to get a few transportation over there. So, I'm good.
That is interesting. Okay.
It's a little high school thing. It was cool.
Wow.
It was worth the rush.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It was nice.
Fair enough. Huh. Traveling. Oh, hey, yo, this man try to he broke the mic. What is he doing?
I
doing,
fucking
baby?
forgot.
Over
The camera
here.
can't see me.
Well, luckily it can see.
But he fucking head is in the way.
Hey, you can't see the camera. Camera can see
that
you. Deep throating the mic.
Hey, yo, Lava boy.
He was like the mic off. I was like, oh, word.
But we all
And
that's
there's anything
interesting.
wrong with that.
Traveling to go in and get some ass. It's funny because we are outdoorsy people. We do
Somewhat.
outdoorsy stuff.
Sometimes we're forced to be outdoorsy. I was like, I'll just go with the flow. The guys want to do it, whatever.
There you go.
So is there activity that you look forward to, doing that you haven't had an opportunity to do just yet?
Yo.
Because we have hiked,
Listen,
done that.
The next one, what I'm saying, we need a bungee jump.
Yo.
I would rather bungee jump.
See, for me, yo, listen.
Nah.
Same thing, but isn't that safe?
Bungee jump.
Hold
I don't know
on,
what
hold
it
on.
is.
For me, bungee jumping is definitely off the table because I seen too much videos where the cord is too short and you dead.
Huh?
Too long or too short?
Too short. So when you jump and the cord is not long enough, you come back quicker and you die. I'm not trying to have that. I would rather go skydiving.
Out of a real plane.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa,
How do you skydive out of a fake plane?
Nah. They got the air skydive. Nah, I'm trying to play. I'm trying to play.
Oh my
They got the air
Lord.
Made
skydive.
yourself.
Nah, they got the air one. Put you in the air.
That's not skydiving.
That's indoor skydiving. That's
Yeah.
different.
That is the whole name before skydiving.
Wow.
Nah, you can't
Wow.
be serious with that. That was like common sense. Come on.
Yo, wait. So when you ordered your degree, like they made it look legit?
Yeah, the pay.
This man
$1.
dumb. He
Can't
said
wear the extra
indoor
do-rag.
skydiving.
He meant to say indoor skydiving. The son said skydiving with a real plane.
But
what
bungee
I
jumping, I don't. Bungee jumping is just something that I'm paranoid about. Cause with the whole the snapping back off of jumping down,
All right, then don't
I don't
go,
know what
ho.
it is.
I'ma
It's
go. You
It's
going?
weird.
I'm with it.
All right then.
It's
It just be
weird.
me and this fool.
That's
I
how.
don't
That's
know.
how. That's how we ended up zip lining.
From right now,
Yo, on the zip line.
No invite.
You
Nah, you
yeah.
need a heavier rope.
You actually have.
he need like 4
They need a
ropes.
heavier
You
plane.
need physical.
Damn,
Yo,
boy.
Ricardo.
No, legit.
Don't
There's
take
a
it
weight limit
personal.
for skydiving. There is. We're not trying to. There's a
fat.
weight limit for skydiving.
Yo,
We not fat.
you
Big
need
bones
physical
out here.
fitness to do
You said
zip
we
line.
not fat. You
I'm about to-
fat.
Yo, we should pull up a meme of what Big Bone did really.
Listen.
did, bro. Like I'm tired of y'all.
Kitty got
4 out of 5 people, all they do is go to the gym and go to work. 4 out of 5 people, you pick the 5th.
Hey, Dad.
Nah, that's what you're doing now. This is the time of the episode that I just.
Oh, that was
like.
that caught creeped up on me.
That was grimy. That came out of nowhere.
He said, yo, that was a nice setup. It was a nice slow burn, son.
Said you picked the fifth.
Not bad,
Okay.
but yeah, because you have been the same size, at least in proportion. Your size to us has always been the same since 2008. Like, it's wild, G.
I'm not gonna lie, I fluctuated.
Yeah.
I was in
I
shape,
fluctuated.
then I was kind of out of shape, and now I'm getting back in
I'm
shape.
the
But
same.
this guy,
I'm getting back into shape.
Whoa, when you
When were you in
he's the
shape?
male Aunt Fanny, so you know.
Yo, this is not this part of this episode.
Hey, I'm just saying, you the only one here with a
We
fupa,
definitely
so
don't.
nobody knows.
I don't know what the fupa is.
Nobody
Who
knows.
is?
Nope.
Well, you got it, G.
Oh, boy.
I don't know who the fupa is.
When you wear your sweatpants too high, that shit that underneath that sweatband.
He put the
that's a
sweatpants
fupa.
over his belly, so it's like.
Oh, you're trying to
Wait,
play?
wait,
Nah,
wait,
nah,
no,
nah,
Wait, that's a
nah,
Lakers
nah.
meme?
No, because we
he
can
trying to play me. He
because
didn't know.
we can have a
He really didn't know what a fupa was.
yeah, because we can have a real conversation. So when you tuck in your pants, right?
Yo, what are you talking about? I wear my jeans regular. I don't
Is
got
your
a belly.
stomach inside or over the butt?
Nah, I was trying to sound like I'm.
No, it's a legit.
The legit
Take
question.
the motions out.
Uncle Winslow dressed like you. What are you
This
talking
is
about?
like this is legit questions. Like ask a fat person.
Yeah.
Yo,
When you put the thing on, does your stomach get like
Is
caught
there
up?
enough?
stomach is
Is
not
there
up to
enough
that point to
elastic
overlap.
in the sweats?
Listen. For all my big bone people, my big
Oh.
people, I'm sorry. But for me, my belly, I don't have a big belly like that to overlap, or if it's go in your pants or off your pants, none of that.
Really?
My stomach just sits there.
Because, you know, something just came to my mind. I'm a bit curious. Now, this one is for the larger people in the audience. You can feel free to write this in the comment section as well, but feel free because you're the only one here who can answer this question.
Over
So-
300.
When you're hitting it from the back, you got to lift your stomach up.
Nope, because I don't have a big belly like that.
You just big everywhere.
So are you able to get all of you inside?
Yes, sir.
Or is there a restraint that's
Yo.
there?
There is no restraint.
They sound crazy. Fuck it.
Okay, all right. That's interesting. That is interesting.
Good to know.
Oh, thank you. No.
No. It was like a rhetorical thing. It wasn't for your answer.
Ooh.
Cause
Ask a fat person. We learned something.
Yeah, that could be a whole segment. Ask a fat person about different stuff in their life. Like, how does it feel to have to fly first class, not by luxury, but by
We could call it
That
what
never happened
grinds
to me,
a
so I
fat
wouldn't
person's
be able to tell
gears.
We
Yeah.
don't fly.
I do fly.
how often you fly?
I do fly.
How often you fly? I didn't ask
Oh,
you
not
if you
often.
fly.
Not very often.
When's the
You
last
gotta
time
get
you
on the
flew?
jumbo jet.
Last time, probably 2 years, 3 years, 3.
You can make it seem like you hate fat people.
3 years ago.
I'm cool with everybody. If you know me, I don't. I mean, right now it seems like I'm kind of ham, but I'm just cool with everybody.
This is just how we talk to him all the time.
We all friends here, so we all get
Bro,
Yeah,
what
I'm
the fuck is
gonna
Ro
have some
looking
people in
at
the
though?
audience in the comments. They be like,
the
"Yo, yeah,
audience?
leave
Where the
Fatty
audience
Bitty
at?
alone. Leave Rick Slick alone."
Oh yeah, so you
So you
claim
fatty
you're
bitty?
bitty.
Nah. I know some
You caught him.
people. It got like a ring to it.
They always fight the nickname, and then it just settles in real nice and easy. Oh yeah.
That's what he said.
Got a little ring to it.
Oh, ring to it?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
She ringing dick.
Wow.
She ain't ringing his.
Oh, cause you're fatty bitty.
You right?
Whoa, we brought me full circle. Holla.
Go ahead, sir. Like,
There it is. Wow.
Way off topic. What happened? All right, so
wow.
it's 4-1. I remember the
Yeah. It was 4 to. We took a whole.
Yo, why is
Tangent.
Like, so why y'all just not comfortable having women?
Oh
over?
yeah, that's about to say. I was about to say that just now.
That's what we was at?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we did our
I was
classic.
about to.
Because naturally, we'll have a topic, we'll start talking. Because in natural conversation that we have, even when we're not recording, we'll be talking about something. Something will happen, most likely with him, and we'll just go on a tangent for a whole hour. We'll be like, "Yo, what were we talking about?" And we come right back. That's the beauty of this podcast, because it's just real. It's not no fabricated. It's 100% authentic.
it's
This
dead
real
ass, bro.
conversation, and it's dead ass. You know, that's what we do out here. But 4-1, 4-1, we would much rather go to their crib. There's some colorism here because the light-skinned individual would rather have them come over. But, wow, with this smile over, of course, the signature.
Hold on, but I
yeah.
got a question about that. So now we're gonna start the whole conversation. Why you feel different? Why wouldn't you want the girl to come to your house? Starting with Fatty Bitty.
Yeah, I'll go let we go around. Yeah, why one wouldn't we do the opposite?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's do
fair
the
enough.
opposite.
Okay.
For the girl not to come over to your house, I don't know. It all depends. It's different. It's different variables in the equation, but
Yeah, but that's what
That's what
explanation
reaction.
is.
Be
That's the
specific.
reason. Yeah.
be specific.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be specific. Legit. Let's be honest.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes you just don't want the girl to know where you live yet. I'm not gonna lie.
Pretty much what I
So
said
you fuck with
before.
girls that you feel like you feel
You don't.
uncomfortable having known where you live.
You don't
Nah,
trust
it's
them.
not. It's not that. It's just sometimes when you put yourself in a situation with a girl and then y'all try to cut your ties, but it's like, damn, y'all know so much about each other. Nah, it's true.
But why is it so
It makes
toxic?
sense, but
It
you
gonna
gotta,
be-
Not in the
you
beginning.
gotta have a mature conversation. Like, yo, this is it. That's just.
Yeah, but that's
But that's
it
just the
seemed like
beginning.
You gotta
stems
be
from
smart enough to
something.
pick mature.
Nah,
partners.
it's
Yeah,
not-
nah,
nah,
'cause
it's
you
not
can't
nothing.
you can't just say that on the certain like that. That must
It
have
take
dealt
you
with
on a
somebody
journey.
who they had somewhere they knew something about you or they knew where you lived and then they did some wild stuff. It'd just be weird if everybody who you mess with, I'm only gonna go to your crib because I don't want you to know where I live. So is it just not being
Because
100%
in that
transparent
case,
with them?
the woman might think you homeless or something.
Nah,
Well, that's an extreme.
that's an extreme though,
situation.
because you
No.
be taking videos in your crib.
But we saying
No,
that.
but
taking
We
videos
trying to
of your crib.
see.
Back to you talk.
No, no, no.
Anti-social
What
talk.
Yeah, but you
What
ain't really
videos are you taking in
explaining
your crib?
like why though.
Yeah.
Cause it's very vague. Like, oh, sometimes you just don't. Cause I can understand sometimes you don't want them to know where you live.
All right.
But you said multiple reasons and you just cited one and just moved over.
Hold on though.
Nah. All right, go ahead.
Hold on though.
You
Because
gotta ask now.
what you said is blasphemy to me. You understand? Because you legit have a car. So like my reason is the fact that I'd rather go to someone else's crib depending on the location. The fact that I have no trains by my house. So for them to do all that maneuvering, I'd rather just drive to the other person's house. You understand why mine is very specific? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You saying, oh, you don't want them to know where you live. At the end of the day, you know where they live. They probably don't know. They probably don't want you to know where they live also.
True.
So with me, on the other hand, I'd rather just drive there because I own a car. Most of the females I talk to, or most of the females I used to talk to, they don't own cars. So hence the fact, I'm doing the driving. You understand? And like I said, the other factor is the fact that there's no trains by my house. For them to come to my crib, probably like 3 to 4 buses. I wouldn't do that shit.
Exactly.
Shut up.
There's
Yeah, I
your
got you on
explanation.
that. That's the explanation right there. For me, it's just all right. Girls coming over to the crib, I do that. But most of the time they say, "Yo, come to my crib." I say, "All right." But it's no specific reason.
So-
It's just
So are you the biddy in this situation?
oh.
That's crazy.
The fact that they gotta think about it.
Come bring
that's
that ass,
the
daddy,
end.
daddy.
Yeah.
Come bring that ass,
Come
daddy.
over, I'm horny. Okay.
Daddy, daddy.
Okay.
Come bring
In the
that
words of
ass.
DC Young Fly, bring that ass here, boy.
Think I'm being used?
I'm just saying.
Nah.
I'm just saying.
Nah,
Because if they're telling you to come to their crib and you can't tell them to come to your
Nah, I
crib.
could tell them, but it's just
I mean, you can tell them, but
I just be feeling more. That's the thing. You know how you when you used to the ones.
all right.
So you
basically,
giving up your power and being the biddy.
You're
Nah, I'm not giving them the power.
You're the booty call. Let's move.
That's
on.
it.
You're the booty call.
It's
Okay.
alright.
All right,
Ain't no
all right.
wrong. I did that the other time.
So why would you rather? Why would you rather?
Exactly,
If you
right?
own it, it's alright.
You're the booty
Why
call.
would you
That's
rather have them come to you versus you going to them?
Cause I got y'all. Cause like, if I go over to their crib, I know for a fact I gotta take a cab home by myself. I gotta make sure I get home on my own. It's not like I go over there and she's gonna make sure I get home safe. No, if I go over there, I gotta freaking make sure I know how to get home and all that nonsense. Then it's like I gotta journey all the way back home. I'm like, I'd rather just you come over. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna be comfortable. I'm home. You're gonna have a good time. And then after the time is done, make sure you're in a cab every single time. There's no like, oh, I don't got the money. Oh, you got this. No, every single time you're gonna go home safe.
Cheekbone style.
That's it.
It is the comfortability. There it is. You're comfortable there, and more importantly, your only responsibility is that you make it here in one piece. You leave here in one piece. Whatever happens once you leave, that's on you.
He's trying to break
Makes sense.
bitches,
There it is. Oh, my. Wait a minute. That's a whole different sort of conversation. You don't want to go down that road. But yeah, I understand. That makes a lot of sense. You've explained yourself as to why.
There you go.
Now, why would you rather go to the ladies' houses versus having them come to you?
because I don't mind alone time or like the distance or traveling. But we all, I mean, most of y'all live further away from me. I have no problem going to any of your houses. Like this guy lives in West Bubblefuck. I go to his crib regularly, and I take the train and I walk. He would be like, "Why you walking for?" I enjoy the walk. I enjoy the alone time. I don't mind like traveling by myself or doing whatever distance, whatever I gotta do. Versus the other hand, she might be like, "Well, why I gotta do this? Why I gotta do that?" Telling me to complain and all that stuff. I'd rather do most of the work myself because I don't really mind. I'm chilling. Like I could be by myself. I'm comfortable by myself.
Yeah.
And it's no problem for me.
So it's along the lines of your comfortability in the travel.
Yeah, and plus it's kind of like that chivalrous reason. Because you know the way I was raised, kind of like I'm not going to say I'm the most chivalrous person in the world, but it's whatever. Wow, that's crazy. But like yeah, and also the thing of tons like you comfortable. Like I'm going to let you feel you comfortable at your own crib, your own area, whatever. I'll take the time. I'll travel.
Okay.
Whatever.
I feel like he's lying. He just trying to plan how he gonna treat her for the night. That's all it is.
Damn, why you gonna do my bro like that?
God.
But not on the real, like, not to sound, I'm just sound sexist. Like, if you leave the control up to them and you go to their crib and they gotta host you, it could go left easily. Meanwhile, I know how to host. I'm gonna make sure you're good the whole time, every single time. No matter what move, no matter if I had a bad day at work, I'm gonna make sure you come over as a guest. I'm the host. I'm gonna make
But
sure
that's where it works either way. Because if I'm going that way, if I'm going to their crib, it's like okay, if this isn't going right, I'll go home no problem. Like I'm going to bed. I'm sleeping.
Because there are those who
Like,
are incapable of being able to leave.
Like if I go on deal with a chick and we go in different ways, I'll make sure she gets home first, and if wherever she's at, I'll go home by myself because I'm comfortable. Like I'm good. Not to say nothing's going to happen to me. I'm not thinking I'm big and bad. Nothing's going to happen to me. But like I'm comfortable. Like if something happens, I can handle it. I'm cool.
Okay.
Versus the woman, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm so scared." This and that. I'm like, all right, whatever.
See that to piggyback off of what you said. That's one of the reasons why I have no issues going.
Exactly.
Because I look at it from I'm 110% completely comfortable with my travels getting there. So that's not a problem. And when I'm going to somebody's house, whether they can host or not, I control whether I stay or not. Because we've all probably experienced those other sort of guys or even those other sort of girls who are incapable of being able to leave. Like
they
those
can't
who don't
get
know
a
how to
hint.
end the conversation.
You giving hints and they just be like,
exactly.
Like I'm trying to get you to get out of my
So
crib.
if I go to somebody's house, we do what we do, and I'm like, all right, it's time to go. I just leave and I'm going back. Also, in my house, it's very. I was raised by like these two ridiculously staunch Christians. So it's not. You bring a girl over, it's a problem. Like I probably brought over 2 girls here ever. Never really got to do the deed. I just do that at their house. I don't do that here because usually some girls want to sleep over, some girls want to do other stuff, and I don't want to have to deal with the conversation of yeah, we ain't doing that. You gotta dip. Cause I'm broke, baby. I can't cover your Uber to go. I can't every time. There's sometimes I can, there's sometimes I can't. So I would rather go to your house where you are 110% comfortable. And then I come again, I leave.
So you coming 2 times?
That's what I do. Hey. Because even when I go out on if we're going out on dates or anything, I make sure I go more than halfway towards you so you don't have to travel further than I do. Because it's like it makes it easier for you. Because you're like, oh wow, he's going the extra mile for me. You know, make stuff go easier. You know? Huh? No, I would before I would just choose neutral. I go probably it's like 3/4 sort of situation.
You're picking neutral because you're sending them back home.
Exactly. It's a little bit of a different sort of situation.
Sure.
That's why I gotta get my money up. I think my spirit is like a sugar daddy. I want to take care of you, baby.
Yeah, because you got sugar daddy.
Sometimes I may give them the wrong idea though.
Sugar
But I
daddy.
did. Like I express myself very clearly. I just like I'm looking for good company. I have a job. I have a career. I have goals. I have passion. I got a regimen. I go to the gym all that time. And then there's a small window. Like I like leisure time, where I'm just good company. I just want to go do something and have fun. If you feel that position, cool. Be good company.
Well, hold on. Why you gotta put on the low deep voice though?
Yeah.
She very white.
Yeah, that's a rock. Some hot lines to lower my
Yeah, if you ain't know, we sipping on some of the Diddy special over here. You know, I don't want to say the name because they're gonna come out here, they're gonna flag us down. We can't have that happen. You know, I stay on parole on YouTube, but regardless, you know, we sipping on a little bit of
Oh
something
yeah, you good. You can't even
over
see
here.
nothing. All right, cool.
Yeah. I turned around. I had to
But
be,
he
I had
just
to be
said the
mindful.
whole the thing. So everybody
I ain't say the name. I simply said the Diddy special. That could be anything. We could just be dancing up in the
I'll take
videos.
that
You never
out.
know what's going on.
All in the video.
Yeah, yo, shut up, son. So basically,
Disrespectful.
so all in all, we have reasons as to why we would whether travel to their house versus having them travel to our house.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is it about it's 4-1 traveling to the girl's house, right? So is it about making the girl feel comfortable so more shit happens, or
That's a good question.
Let him finish his.
I don't know how I was going to finish.
hold on.
Really
It was a cliffhanger. So
Okay.
drop that shit.
Okay.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Give me something to put in.
Is that too? So are you basing?
Contend to that.
Are you basing the comfortability? If the girl's high level of
I'm
comfortability
just-
opens her up to want to do
I'm
more,
just saying. So, like my boy Antisocial Ty said, he said that he's a great host. Not everybody is a great host. Let's put that out there. Not everyone's a great host.
Yeah, you have a whole
Right.
dry mouth, no water.
You understand what I'm saying?
I could host, baby.
I mean, I don't know.
Ah, that's crazy.
I wouldn't. Why would I know
yeah,
that?
you're not a biddy.
Exactly. But
Are you?
when it comes to it, right? Traveling to the girl's house, doesn't that give her more comfort in the fact that this is her house, this is her bed, these are her pillows, this is her TV.
Yeah.
Hence the fact
Her TV.
she's putting out more. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
You have to be an exquisite host, as he said he is. You understand? To get those same reactions, but in your house.
It's just you gotta
Absolutely.
make them in person.
And
I
us dudes
agree
be mad lazy.
110% because that's
just
one
want
of the
you in and out.
reasons.
Because if a girl comes to my
And
crib, I expect her to come to my crib and you know what it is and we about to get what it is and what we're doing.
Nah, I'm just saying in general.
I hasn't seen the meme when a girl's coming over, you doing all the cleaning, you playing
No,
that.
I
Hey,
Let him say his story. He said something crazy.
Nah, I ain't saying nothing crazy.
Say your
Why
story.
you let him cuff his neck like that?
Say your story. Because he was real confident when he said that stupid shit. I mean,
Nah,
when you
nah.
said your comment, I'm sorry.
It's not stupid shit. Nah, just like how you said earlier, sometimes the girls don't get the hint to leave. And sometimes the dudes they don't want to host because they be like, I just want you in and out at times. At times.
No burger.
Not me.
How you supposed to be a good host and say you gonna
No,
be
that's what I'm
here
saying. That's when
and then
niggas,
you
that's
gonna
when
leave
there's
now.
dudes they get lazy or they just like, alright.
Then that's their fault.
I
They
agree.
can't complain.
I agree because if you don't make it clear, it's one of the reasons like with people who if they don't know no better and you never say nothing but you don't verbalize like yo I want you to dip, they about to be here all night. It's gonna overstay your welcome. That's why there's a lot of people who got 2 week, 1
But
night
they be some
stands.
girls that
And
understand
then
that
you
be
be
like,
sitting there
I'm
hella
up,
mad,
baby.
and it's
Thank
your
you.
fault.
Exactly, it's your fault because
Nah.
you can't verbalize like yo it's time for you to dip.
So what about for the girls that don't need you to verbalize? They just understand. They get the hint.
Then you
That's
have to
not-
say
that's
nothing.
There's no need to say anything.
That's
already
great.
there.
He sound
But
retarded.
those,
It's
those
the
are
bomb right
those
there.
are the ones that you know they know what's
Real
up.
one. That's a
But
real one.
at
That's
the
a real
end of the day,
Nah, it's
you
facts.
would know that with the conversation you had from beforehand.
It's
If
all
you don't
about
have
you gotta find the vibe.
All this gets
or the
worked
person
out
you
before
talking
you
to.
even get to that point of
Yeah.
smashing. When you start talking to them and actually take the time to listen, you start hearing how they story and then you understand when it's the story
Yeah.
and how they gonna react to the. They be like, all right, she was touched. She gonna have like problems with certain things. You learn, and then before she even to get to your crib, you already know how to set it up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's building up until that point. You can't just go in blind and
See,
now
the
you
thing
learning
is-
in the
And
situation.
expect her to react to
Exactly.
you.
My
It's
advice,
unfair to her you do that.
My advice isn't for young dudes that are trying to just get a nut and move. My dudes, the advice I give is to dudes who got patience, got time. We chillin'.
You're very methodical and you're waiting. You play it very smart.
What am I rushing for? Because the worst thing gonna happen, I'm gonna accidentally get somebody pregnant, and then it just ruin all the plans. Cause a kid, that's
It's a liability.
100% effort and expense. My life stops. Yeah, oh yeah, you could still do it, sure, but now everything I make from that point on is for that child,
Yeah.
and then I don't want to live through them. That's crazy. You see how parents live through their kids?
Oh yeah,
The
you see it all the
self-hate.
time.
Like, yo, I hated myself so much that nobody give me no love. I'm gonna create a child just so somebody just love me.
Honestly, I don't think any of us, this is speaking truthfully, I don't think any of us here at this table would have that feeling. Because I feel we all comfortable and confident in ourselves that we could just let our kid live our lives.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, if I was to have a kid, I love sports. If my kid don't love sports, I'm not going to be mad. I'm like, all right, that's not you. You could, instruments, you know, whatever.
Facts. You like, all right. Oh.
I wouldn't mind, like if what, but my whole thing would be because of going back to what Ty said. My life would alter so catastrophically to the point where it's like I don't want to say I'd have resentment, but I didn't plan for you to be like you here, so I have to adjust. Had it been something where I planned ahead of time, yo, we about to have a kid, you set up, you know, you set things up beforehand. If it happens, you know, extemporaneously out of nowhere, you want some. What I gotta do from here? You completely confused. But this is an innocent child who ain't asked to be here, and they just here, so you gotta adjust.
But where I kind of heard that, I had this conversation with a friend of mine a while ago. Honestly, yeah, like you said, it's cool. Some people, they actually get better because they had a kid. I'm not saying go have a kid and just see if your life gets better. But some people who haven't been down in the slumps,
Because
they've been
forces
because of them, because of that child, that forces the person to have. That forces the person who had the kid to be better on their lives.
Yeah, because
so therefore it actually works out better for them and the kid.
Because they have somebody who's looking up to, but they're dependent.
That's
on
not necessarily.
them.
Yeah, that's not necessarily the case for everybody. That's just for some people. That's a conversation I had with a friend of mine a while ago.
I see. I understand.
It wasn't.
It's one of those. It's one of those situations. You know.
It's like a hit on 50-50 situation.
It is a 50-50 situation.
There's like on my conversation. My theory is I'm cool with or without 50%. If I have a kid, I ain't cool. If I don't, I ain't cool. I'm in the middle. I'm equilibrium.
It's like cornbread.
You gotta be like MacGyver.
Yeah.
You just gotta improvise. All right, damn, I got a kid. All right, cool. This is what I gotta do. Boom, 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 boom. Once you start learning how to improvise, you're gonna take over.
That's what I said. We all of us here have the mindset we going to be good either way. Like
it's moving with the moment, moving with the moments. That's all it is. You know what I mean? Like we have a kid, you know, okay, kid needs this, I gotta get this stuff. Kid needs that, I gotta get this stuff. That's all it is.
Oh, first, me and homegirl, we together. I'm like, oh, you pregnant?
Yeah.
Oh, we moving in together. We splitting that rent. Boom.
Yeah.
Now you only gotta pay this much,
I
and I
agree.
only gotta
I
pay
agree.
this much.
Because I would
So now
never
we can
want.
save this much now.
Yeah, because I would never want to put a child through that whole split
Separate.
home. You gotta split time with both parents.
I would.
You gotta do.
But I know the
order.
women. That's how society have women thinking. Like, yo, this. If you have a baby, you gotta do the whole month. The dad. Meanwhile, in reality is we a human species.
Yeah, because they
just have kids to make sure the species.
the
keeps
child,
going
legit,
on.
the child needs both parents. You can't
They
be like,
do.
oh, this and that. Like you need both. Because
'Cause
sometimes you seen a child who have one way or the other, or one way or the other, and it's like they don't know. They need the balance to see what they could really.
Because the problem is nowadays we've in society we've romanticized, you know, the single parent sort of thing to where it's like, oh yeah, you do it on your own, it's great. Like you look at all because in pop culture you have the entertainers, the sports athletes, everything. You always see, it's the single mother made ends meet. You got to where you got to get to. Oh, it's great. Oh, praise all this other stuff. But if you come from that dual family home, now it's gone from both the parents did what they had to do to get you to that point. Now it's looking, oh, you're privileged because you had access to both parents. Rather than, you know, congratulating the parents for doing their kid right, we look at it like, oh, well, you privileged because you had both of these opportunities you ain't have.
Here's why I disagree with that statement. Not because you said it, but overall, I hate that statement when people be like, I'm single parent. Nobody does it by themselves. I understand, you know, when someone that said, yo, when you do something, you got to think yourself first and then think.
Yeah.
That's understandable. When you have a child, nobody raises that child. If you want to be a singer, nobody does that by themselves. You living your child with your grandmother, your aunt, your uncle, somebody. Somebody helped you raise that child. So even though it's not the biggest village, somebody helped you either way. So I don't like that. Oh, I did everything by myself because there's always someone in the world to help you out.
School raises your kids.
school,
my mother
other
hey,
resources,
yeah,
something
I'm
helps
like,
you.
yo,
It's like nobody ever truly does it by themselves. Everybody wants to think that I did it by myself. Nobody helped me out. Like, you're lying. Somebody always helped you out.
Let me speak
Whether it is or
on
not.
this. For
That's my point of view.
For someone that work in a school, I raise y'all kids more than y'all raise y'all kids.
Pretty much.
I see
I
y'all
work with
kids.
children a lot.
I see y'all kids majority of the day. I tell y'all kids how to tie shoes. I show y'all kids how to do math. I show y'all kids how to read. I show y'all kids how to do anything. The fact that y'all do certain things beforehand is okay, but the fact is I enhance on any skill you teach your kids off the rip. So for anyone to be like, oh yeah, I raised my, no, you always have help because from pre-K or 3K, whatever they call it, that's pre-K. No, yeah, that's the thing, right? So from pre-K, they teach you, they teach your kids from let's say 4 years old all the way to what? When you can graduate with a master's. Like,
listen, I
You
work
like,
with
you
kids. I work with kids as well. And like
come
to
on.
piggyback off what he said, sometimes like the parents will come to us who work with the kids and be like, yo, my kid has gotten better because of this program, such and such. He talks about you such and so much at home. Like he looks at you as a different kind of role model. So that's why I go back to my point. Nobody ever truly does it by themselves. Because if you want to be like entertainment business, you want to do this and a third, you're not doing it by yourself. Because you're telling me you want to be on concert with your kid, rapping all your lyrics while your kid is right there. No, you have drops your kid somewhere else, but that you can feel comfortable to do what you got to do.
I'm a stepdad. I take care of her kids.
And that's pretty much another thing. There you go.
But I ain't gonna pay no bills. Fuck out of here.
Facts.
I'm just
I'll
gonna
eat the fruit snacks
be
though.
nice when the kid shows up. Hey, how you doing, buddy? And then put in that work by taking down his mother. That's what stepdad does. What the hell? What else you supposed to do? That's not my kid.
that's a fact.
If over time I build a bond with the kid, all right, cool. I'm still a stepdad at the end of the day. Fuck your kid.
I still can't tell you what to do, what not to do, because the mother still got full reign over it.
I'll be damned if the little kid
So,
gonna play.
hold on.
But you're not my daddy. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
So if the mother give you that full range for her kid now?
Why would she give me that full range? You out your mind?
She would never.
What's wrong with her?
Oh.
That's how kids get touched. Don't fucking. What's wrong with you?
Nah, but that's when they drop their guard down because they thinking they in love with you.
How dare you? Don't drop your guard. I know.
No.
I've seen it happen. I've really seen this
I
happen.
don't think any single mother should give free reign over the stepdad.
Anybody,
Stepdad,
anybody, even a family member. Yo, you know how many stories girls keep telling me about how uncles touch them and shit? Yo, dating is crazy when you start like actually listening to stories and shit.
I ain't hear those.
Yo, motherfucking uncles, aunts and shit. Yo, you gotta watch everybody. Dude,
Shit don't matter.
No, my man said it was talking about his
pedophilia
cousin.
not just on dudes. It's women too be
We was talking
wild.
about that. I didn't even know. Somebody told me a deep story about their cousin touching them, and it hurt. And I was like, damn. And they held that. They parents don't know.
that
Those are the
shit.
Nobody
stories-
knows.
those are
It's
the
only a
stories that they
select
don't want to
few
share.
But when they
You have to
tell
really
you, you
be-
see
Yeah,
that
and it hurts.
held that. You
Yeah,
like, yo,
Whoa.
and you look at them different. That's your man for how long
You
you
have
like.
to really have like a close connection and bond with them to share that story.
That shit, but you don't realize it. While you in the moment, I don't feel like you realize until after you got to talk about it
Depends on the
again.
type of person
Nah,
you
you
are.
crazy.
I've
I hear
realized
them when
in
they
the
say
moment.
that.
Nah, in the moment, but I'm
I
talking about
realize
like
that
that moment is so
Boy.
big though. It's like you feel it, but then after you be like,
the moment is big,
fuck.
and if you haven't been in the moment, you sitting there like, what the fuck did I just hear? But at the end of the day, you have to acknowledge it because someone they had the confidence,
That shit is-
right?
yeah.
on you,
They
and
felt
to tell you-
comfortable.
confidence, and comfortable to tell you.
But that's
Keep on
that's
chill.
another issue because you'll see. All right, they have nobody who they can confide in. Because say if their uncle touched them, they can't go to their father. They can't go to their mother because that goes back to like the toxicity in people's families. Because you'll feel like you can't talk to your parent because your parent not gonna believe you. Be like my uncle been touching me since I was 8,
My brother would never touch
and
me.
you want some. Bro would never touch you.
Check
My
the
mom
news.
would never touch
Check
you.
I'm like, yo, he just had his finger in my butthole yesterday.
Okay, right?
And just like
Took a left turn there.
just like that, like
Is there something you want to tell us?
your father, your
Nah,
mother,
chill, boy. I
your
speak.
sister,
Don't touch
your
me.
brother,
My
they
mama
gonna
told me.
laugh.
Stranger danger,
They
boy.
gonna laugh. They don't take it
But
serious.
this is the reason why I don't watch the news now because all them shits pop up where the fact is that these people don't believe when these kids are telling them what's what. You get what I'm saying? and it just goes through a whole thing. How many kids is dying in this day and age because of whatever the situation may be, touching
I feel like
or whatever
this
the
is old
situation
shit
may be.
though. I feel like it's the generation that we grew up in that still hold secrets. I feel like we're
Yeah.
starting to gradually the family is
yeah.
starting to talk more, communicate, and it's starting to get out more. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
my fucking uncle's a creep,
Yeah.
and then it started.
Yeah, I'm staying away from
Probably because now we address mental health
Yeah,
more
now,
forthright to where it doesn't feel as if
'Cause
yo,
the
if you say
products
yo, I
of
got
that.
some issues,
Yeah.
people you before, if this 10 years ago, like yo, just figure that shit out. Now it's on some yo, you gotta go get help.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yo,
How can I help?
All them
What's
80s and 90
happening?
kids that were touched, now it's starting to, they're adults now, and
Yeah.
they starting to like,
Hold
now
on,
they
though.
reflecting like, yo,
let's
And
bring
they feel
this
the
back-
after
let's
effects,
bring
though.
this back to the females that
I
we
feel
talk that we talk to. They're the same ones that's in these type of situations. You get what I'm saying? And they like, all jokes aside, like a female wouldn't want to do certain things with you, and you just like, why the hell like you won't? And then the
but you gotta know her
backstory
story.
is
Yeah, you gotta know the story.
this is what happened. You know
But
what I'm
people
saying?
be generalizing
But
women. Like,
exactly.
You gotta
And
know
the
each.
fact-
You gotta
That's
know
why I
that.
love
You gotta know
dating.
Yeah.
Each one is a different story.
Exactly. Everyone is a different story.
If-
Not just females, right? Guys.
And you gotta learn
everybody.
how to freaking
Yeah, you
maneuver.
gotta know how to work with anybody. You know what I'm saying? If you're truly out there trying to date, you gotta know how to work with everybody for the simple fact that everyone is different. Like my boy Antisocial Ty said. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like over here, Fatty Bitty, he said that yo, he don't want a girl to know where he live at.
Rick Slick.
Right?
I want to take back that answer.
Antisocial Ty
Can't take
said
it back.
that he rather pay for you to get back to your crib and know that you're at home safe because he's watching the Uber. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me, I'd rather go because I'm driving, so
Yeah.
I know I'm getting back safe. Everyone has a different story. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? None of us had the same point here. So at the end of the day, when you're dating a female, none of them have the same point either. You just gotta listen.
Dudes be sounding
Yeah.
crazy when like they just be doing all this.
No,
I'm like,
they
oh my
don't.
god, the
They do
women
so much
you
different
was
things. Exactly.
entertaining.
Yeah.
They do so much different things. You just gotta know what the hell they're
listen.
doing. You know what I'm
Watch,
saying?
like
And
you need to
listen.
better
And
yourself, and you gonna get a
take
better
the
woman.
effort to try to find out what they do.
Exactly.
Because most time people have this convoluted sort of way of viewing. They think everybody got to act the same way. I think that's toxic in itself.
But you know, it's so crazy. Y'all just told me something new.
Yeah.
I just basically y'all put that retrospect back in my head. Like,
Yeah.
not everybody's the same. You can't handle everybody the same.
Yeah.
That's at times some girls you feel like they.
But the joke is, everybody is the same. That's the catch. There's only a number set of personalities. Once you start getting the rhythm, all of them, you be fine.
Hold on. What we talked about in the car? What we
I
talked
don't know.
about in the
No
car?
invite.
We drove over here. Shut up. What
No
we talked
invite.
about in the car?
He didn't invite you. He was driving.
But there it is.
What we talked about in the car? You are this personality. You can only accept this personality, this personality, this personality. You understand? If you talk to a female that's not one of these three personalities, which you can accept, and therefore you cannot accept a
Move
female.
on.
But the fact is that they go, you go, and you try to accept via looks, body, whatever the situation
And then
may
you be stressed.
and then you're stressed out. You gotta know what personality you can accept before
And
you
it just,
accept
and
it.
it just
It's
flows.
like a blood type, cause like my blood type, I can take any blood.
But you
If I
still
come
figuring it out at the
adventurous,
end of
I
the
can
day.
take any
You
blood.
can take
Nah,
one.
nah.
Any blood type.
He said that.
blood type. But like my personality, I can accept and understand any personality.
I
It's just
agree.
the kind of person I am.
Yeah.
Fluid. No homo.
Yeah, ultimately it comes down to that's a conversation
How was that?
in itself for another time, you know, just being able to have true understanding and not only the ability to have that true understanding, it's wanting to have
Just
that.
non-judgmental.
You know? Yeah.
What am I judging you for? And I got my own story. I
Yeah.
got my own
That's the
demons.
thing
I
about
have a whole list of shit I done been through already. Why am I
list, huh?
judging you?
Yeah, because
Why am I judging you on the list of
I
stuff
agree,
that
because
you've been
me
through?
as a comedian, like I joke about like a ton of stuff, but I don't look at it like, oh, I'm better than you. I have my own story too. I'm open to it.
I just be curious. I'm like, I wonder what his story was.
Yeah.
Especially when I see an older dude, like
Yeah.
with the rugged look. I'm like, yo, I wonder what he went through. He looked like 19. He was born 1940. I'm like,
Yeah. So yo, they must have a story.
You do work with older guys, so that's the reason why. Like me, on the other hand, I wear, like I said, I work as an educator. I really
Because
don't
they didn't have the
listen to
internet, they don't know that they had a choice and didn't realize that all the information. They didn't have it. Really have that. They didn't have no. You had to actually go to a library and get the information.
You know what? That brings up a very point because I was having this conversation the other day. When I used to work at one of the old jobs, I worked at Macy's. There was some people who worked there who started when they was 19. They were like 40, 50 something years old. They making, not to call people corn, but they was making like 50, 40 something dollars an hour. I just started there. I'm making way less. And then young mindset is like, why are you still staying here for? Because we think we're making the same thing. But it's like for them to drop making 40, 50 dollars an hour to go back to making 17 or 20 dollars an hour, it's like, no. I've been working here so long. It's like, why would I go back from this lifestyle to this lifestyle?
Yeah.
So we gotta understand, if they've been working there since it was 16, at that time, that was the pieces that was hitting for them.
Yeah.
So now they're making all this bread. If they leave, they're not gonna make that same amount of money because
Yeah,
they're not
but
as
then-
educated.
but then-
the people above us, that was their era. Like,
Yeah,
they're
this is-
still
that's
on the retire after 30.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're done with that. Our is the bro. I can't do this for 30 years. I can't do this construction thing.
Exactly. My thing is, do you have that ambition, those aspirations? What do you really want to do with your life? Because when I was working at the airport, and there was people who was working there 20 plus years, it's not like they was, oh yeah, we making like $40 now. It was still some, okay, you making that money now, but you about to work here till you 65. You about to stay here until you can't. You got no time left to go and try to.
And be mad confident about it.
Because they had individuals who really, they had vacation. They said, oh, nah, I'm not going to take no vacation. I'm going to save that up. Save that up for when? When are you going to go and live your life?
There was people out there, when I worked with, they had like 2 months vacation. I'm like, God damn, how long have they been working here?
Yeah. It be because there's a lot of people out here who really got no ambition, no aspiration. They just on the almighty dollar.
Nah.
Let me just go and work,
It's
and
not that they
that's
have no
it.
ambition.
Nah, that's
That was what was good for them at the time.
No,
so
but
they still
even
got
now
that
we have
mindset.
those who
fact.
still.
When I
It's
got
just
the-
your
when
collect.
I
It's
got
all about the
construction.
generational sagas. Like, this is what was good for them at the time, so they're going to stick with that.
No, but it's,
They don't
it's
really
not,
understand
no, but
what's
it
going on
doesn't
right
stem
now.
at just like, because even those in our generation too, they just on some, yo, I'm about to work till I'm 65 with no real direction. It's
And
a,
after
I got a job that got benefits and that's it.
But we taught that's you supposed to just work right now.
Yeah, they've been
Then
indoctrinated.
live when you late in your later years. Nah,
I
we're
don't
supposed
want
to
that.
live right now
Yeah.
and make sure we prepare for when we in our later years, so we good. That's why I'm like on my 8-year plan. Like, yo, I gotta make sure I set up vehicles for when I'm old and I can't physically go to work. I need something to keep producing income, so I could actually enjoy my 70s,
It's
80s.
like like that
What,
movie.
what they said? Hold on.
Cool.
What they said? Money making money.
Yeah, it's like
That's
that.
all it
Yeah,
is.
like what? It's like that movie. Pause. Get Hard with Will Ferrell.
Ah, yeah.
The dude got up, put on a suit, went to work for like 8 minutes,
Yeah.
made one phone call. I'm done for the day and went home. I
Yeah.
was like, God damn.
But the beautiful thing about
And he
that
was
is
making raps.
you worked
Yes.
years so you could have just that 8 minutes.
Yeah.
But are you willing to put in years of work where you're not getting that return on your investment to finally get to that point and then see
I'm so happy you said that.
the success?
When I've been reading business books and all that stuff, you gotta be patient.
Patience is
Because
everything.
even if you think about it, even if we were to hit the lotto right now, 30 years from now,
Still got your whole life.
I'm still gonna be alive. What I'm gonna do with that lottery money? I still gotta move it, make it work.
You know, it's still there.
I still gotta learn how to invest because hey, I'm still gonna be alive 30 years from now.
Exactly.
So it comes down to
Hopefully.
self-love.
Yeah.
Some people be like, I don't think I'm gonna live 30 years from now. All right,
So
now
they
you gotta
blow it-
dig
so they
into
blow it
you
quick.
gotta dig into that and fix that. Cause I plan on living to 120.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I broke that down. I'm 120.
So
So now I gotta make sure I watch.
Sometimes I work with kids. I tell my kids I'm 600 years old every day. They be
Yeah,
like, what?
Get that thought. Make them think about it. How can you live to 600? That's
Yeah.
beautiful that you did that.
Yeah.
That's thinking.
But
Just
you see-
think.
See how y'all say that though? I feel like we don't, just like how y'all said before, we don't have the role models, we don't have the guidance, you don't have basically that itinerary to show you. Because when you go to school, what do they show you any type of like?
That's part
Nah.
of the system.
It's part of the
You already
system.
know
It
that's
depends.
part of
That's how
the
you gotta
system.
survive.
It
but
depends
not-
on the classes, and specifically, more importantly, it depends on the teachers.
Yeah.
But that's when
So
you go
rest
back.
in peace to Mr. Bonfa. He was one of the best teachers
That's a fact.
I ever
That's a
met
fact.
in my
He
life
made
because he
you
was
think.
real
He
straight
changed
up.
my life, man.
Yeah.
He changed
Oh,
my
you
life.
had him?
Yeah, he
I
changed
didn't
my.
even know you had
The-
him.
it's funny because
Got
one of
it,
my
yeah.
cabinets upstairs, one of my cabinet, the 2 days before he died on parent teacher conference, he left it for me, and I was supposed to go see him that same day, but he left a little bit early, like maybe like 10 minutes before I got there. I was like, oh, I bet I'm gonna see him. He got into the car accident the day after, and then the entire year, me, St. John, because he used to always talk to St. John about me when we was in.
Yeah.
I never had that opportunity to go and really build that connection because we were cool, but he changed my whole life because he was one of those people like, yo, you gotta be you, 100% you at all times, authentically you. It don't if people don't like you, that's okay. Not everybody gonna like you. You gotta be you, authentically
He was
you
the real-
every
he was
single
the
time.
realest, bro.
Yeah, man.
OD,
It was
man.
just something. It was something about him that completely. He had that sort of infectious sort of personality.
You lose yourself trying to please everybody.
Yeah.
One of the things he told me, because we all did this as a kid, well, not me, man, all of us, but what I did, I would take my parents to the good teachers, right?
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah.
And I went to his class one time, he was like, yo, why you here? You know you did good in my class. Go to the classes where you're not doing good
Yeah,
at,
he told me
so
that.
you know what you gotta fix.
Yeah.
You're already good at this. You already know what to do. So
Yeah.
don't come over here.
Yeah.
Go to what you did bad at and learn what you gotta do so you can become better. So the grades could look similar in every class. And I like from that moment I was like, at first I was like, yo, come on, you know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get. I'm not trying to get a whooping from my parents.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But he was like, nah, take that L, learn how to get better, and you'll be good.
It was one of those things with because a lot of people they try to just maximize their strengths and they won't address their weaknesses. But you have to try to correct. So you can't correct all
already
your
a
weaknesses.
strength. It's already a strength.
It's already
You're
a
fine.
strength in it because you can always maximize. They'll always be there. But if you can try to correct the weaknesses that are there as well, you'll just. It's almost like an ebb and flow. You fix the weakness and you immediately go towards the strength and it goes.
If I didn't fix my communication skills, I still would have been in a relationship for no reason.
Exactly.
The month I like took the time to read books and like work on my communication skills, being real logical, concise, and like to the point, it just crumbled. It made the relationship go
Yeah.
because it's just like, wow, this is just like a repetitive thing.
I
I'm not moving.
gotta fix that. I don't go outside.
Well.
You don't go outside.
You pop out Poppy over here with mad sneakers.
Son,
It
I'm
is,
outside.
I got.
All right.
I
Catch
got,
me outside, CC. You heard?
Hey,
Sorry.
yo.
That's
Sorry.
Seaside.
What you talking about?
Yo, bringing it back to
Felice Johnson.
Wow. Okay.
All right, bring it back, and then this be our closing. This be our closing remarks. We just
bringing it back to
out,
eat,
so-
bringing it back to the females in the same type of conversation. The fact that you gotta love yourself all the same. You gotta know exactly what you want. You gotta work on your weaknesses and not your strengths. Like, yeah, you got a fat ass, but now you just showing it all the time. Okay, work on your personality.
Oh, quick question on that.
Man raised his hand.
This
Shit,
this,
on that
this
topic.
nigga went back to
Sorry.
11 years old. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, you know you got a fat ass, you're showing it all the time. But no, work on your personality because at the end of the day, right, the guys that you don't want is the guys that's only interested in your fat ass. The guys that you do want is interested in your personality and how you're doing and all these other situations. You constantly working on just this one thing. Okay, you're going to the gym doing squats. Can we hold a conversation? You can't hold a conversation. Therefore, now you're only gonna get the guy that just wants the fat ass because he doesn't want the conversation.
They be like, so I really enjoy squatting.
I'm like, so like on your days off from gym, where you be going?
Like exactly.
I just be like watching like YouTube videos and that
It's like
stuff.
it's
and,
pointless. You get what I'm saying? So to bring it back to like I said to the females, you gotta know exactly what exactly you know what I'm saying. And you can work on that is a weakness because like everybody, I have to work on my weaknesses. He has to work on his weaknesses. You have to work on your weaknesses. But at the end of the day, if you're not working on it, then therefore, and sorry to say, a lot of females' weaknesses is personality, and they don't understand that their weakness is personality.
Do you think it's a lack of confidence to want to work on it, or more importantly,
it's a lack of
confidence to
too
be
confident.
able to go talk to
No, it's
somebody
too-
about
too
it?
confident.
What I
Oh,
feel?
would it deem back to like social media with that instant gratification? So I got this X amount of likes, so
I
I
don't
don't
need
feel
a
as if I have to.
personality.
All right, fair
I
enough.
got 1,000
Fair
people,
enough.
100,000
I
people
got
like liking my stuff.
That's why I don't got no IG.
I got 150 people in my DM right now that want to take me to 7th.
Yeah.
You worried about personalities?
What
Not
are
gonna
you
affect
funny
me.
for?
So it's a misconception about where you actually say, okay,
But at
I see where
the
you're coming
end
from.
of the day, right? Those 150 people that's in your DMs right now that want to talk to you because, okay, yeah, you put up a sexy pic or whatever the situation may be. They're only trying to put a baby in you or try to fuck.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, so when it comes to it, a nigga that's worried about your personality, worried about how we're gonna have a conversation, or how we're gonna do certain things, or how we're gonna just coexist, right? They're worried about the long haul. You worry about the long haul. At the end of the day, this is what you want.
I agree. I see
You-
what you're talking about.
Don't tell me about the 150 people that's in your DMs that's trying to kill. They only trying to kill. I'm sorry to say, and if they put a baby in you, they don't want you. It is what it is. Yeah. You might find one or two that actually want you at the end of the day. Yeah, they just that's what they want. You're a trophy.
Yeah. That's ultimately what it comes down to. That's ultimately what it does come down to. Yeah, man. You gotta have those people who are willing to, you know,
Daddy Todd take care.
not necessarily like, you know, oh wow, not just yo, I'm opening up for everything, but you just gotta have that confidence to be able to have that sort of conversation. Because I personally believe true transparency, being able to just talk and be your authentic self with anybody, and being able to just like, yo, this is how I feel, this is what's going on. That's true power. At
There's
that
no
point.
compromise. Like,
Yeah.
people with this compromise nonsense. This is why you are where you are. I don't compromise my personality. It's either you like it or you don't. If you do, I'm gonna kick you for a good run. I'm gonna take care of you.
Pause. Stop. I ain't want to say much. Right. There was a chick that came and told me, "Oh, I'm still acting like a little kid," and I said to her, "I'm like, what is a little kid?" She said, "Oh, you're still joking about these little kid jokes and stuff like that." I said, "Wait, time out. So you want me to stop being the way how I am, right? To be boring the way how you are?" And she looked at me and she said, "Oh, that's not what I meant." I'm like, "No, that's exactly
I
what
like
you
that
meant."
answer. Yeah,
Because
that's
you
No
like-
spirit.
Because
That's
you
a
like
fact.
because you like
That's
to
a
be
good comeback.
boring. You use maturity as a fact of being boring. I don't use maturity as a fact of being boring. I pay my bills. I pay all my bills. You know what I'm saying? I go to
Tell
job-
them, sis.
I go to my job every
It's a
day.
city boy summer, you heard?
Wow.
Sorry.
Stop it. Stop it.
I don't describe what he just said.
City what?
He's a city girl.
Yeah.
Nah.
So I move how I move.
You know, so much
Sorry.
scratching what he said,
Yeah,
right?
Crazy.
So
Hot boy over there.
she talked about maturity. I'm over here like I pay all my bills. I go to work. I don't miss days of work unless I have to miss a day of work. I enjoy my life. You know what I'm saying? So what is your level of maturity that you're talking about? Because your level of maturity is the fact that, oh no, I need to walk like this and I need to be boring.
Vocabulary.
No.
Like they.
Every person is mature to their level, and at the end of the day, my level of maturity is the fact that I know how to joke around and I still handle my business.
Yeah.
Don't call me immature if you're mature boring. Understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy because I get that a lot. Because people, when I usually first meet people, they think I'm just straight serious. Because when I go to work, I go home. But when they really meet me outside of that atmosphere, they be like, "Yo, you mad goofy. I didn't know you was that funny and that cool." I was like, "Yeah, because I'm just trying to do what I gotta do." And then when I have that time, I'm just gonna be chill. People always be like, "Yo, you mad funny, you mad chill, you mad goofy." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm the biggest kid I know." Besides some of these thugs over here, but it's like, you know, it is what it is. But I just take care of the things that I gotta take care of. And once that's out the way, I can just be myself.
Sidebar: all these kids handle all their bills. Right?
Yeah, man.
All these kids,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm still looking to go to Chuck E. Cheese. So if anybody want to take me to Chuck
Yo,
E. Cheese,
I've
what's
never
up?
been there. I've never been there. Holla at me.
Yeah, that's what I want to go.
I never wanna like, yo,
You're gonna see five grown ass men going to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, four. Fatty Bitty go flop. So
Yeah, he always
4 of
flops.
us, we definitely gonna go. Yo, holla at us. Like, it's right there. Holla at us. I'll pull up. No problem. I ain't driving though, cause you know that's
Yeah, I don't got no license.
He got a license, but he lied.
He's blowing up my.
Well, with that said, we probably gonna close this out because we have been over and out. So closing remarks regarding the whole conversation that we just had.
Be confident within yourself. Work on your weaknesses because you know you can be way better when you work on your weaknesses. That's all it is.
There it is.
Do what you gotta do, and everything else will come.
Whoa, what?
You do what you do. It's a rock. It's a rock hit. The closing remarks.
Yo,
For
can we
what?
grow up, please?
Huh?
Closing
On
remarks for what?
the entire conversation that we just
Son,
had.
it was everywhere.
Well, there it is.
We took ourselves on a journey.
Hey, yo, it was everywhere.
Wow.
My closing remarks.
Wow.
Alright, closing remarks.
Alright,
Get in
skip.
tune with.
What you
Yeah,
gotta say?
wait.
What you gotta say?
Get into
Nah,
it.
I didn't even. Whoa, time out. I didn't even go. Nah. My closing remarks was.
Yeah, what happened?
My closing remarks. That was a good conversation. It flowed. We had good, deep conversations, and also it was like
How
it was
deep?
fun. Yeah, it was cool.
Alright, my closing remarks. I'm not Fatty Bitty, but you can call me Fatty Bitty. I'll
What?
for now.
That makes no
No!
sense.
Hold on.
That-
Say it with
I'm not
confidence.
Fatty Bitty,
You
but you can
pick
call
your
me
name.
Fatty
Pick
Bitty.
your nickname
What?
and you stand on
I
it.
can call me Fatty Bitty for the podcast.
No. Don't do that. Pick a name that you like and you stand on it. What do you want them to call you?
You're not me,
My
but you
nigga,
can't
this
change your
podcast
names like
is lit.
that.
Fatty Bitty, you heard? Alright. But then my closing
It's
remarks.
official now. He a
It's
fatty
official,
Betty.
it's official. Nah, I'm not a
Let
Betty,
the
though.
record be shown from the first episode.
Ladies
I
and
did it.
gentlemen,
I
Hold
planted
on,
this.
can I get my
Fatty
closing
Bitty.
remarks?
It took almost 2 months for him to like.
I just want to say
Hold
one
on.
line.
He got a do-rag on. Wave check.
Wow.
Nah, you don't do that to me right now.
Wow.
Nah.
Don't edit that out.
Under construction.
Let's get this in
Nah,
the streets.
but closing remarks.
Ricardo
though?
hairline is.
Yeah. Like if you ain't know,
How
if
long
you
y'all
ain't
waiting
know,
to get this
all right. Let's just
get my
put on
closing
nah. We gonna get to it, but let's just put on the record.
He in the nine.
He not wearing a do rag for the benefits of the do rag. It's
That's a
for
fact.
style.
Right now it's under
It's simply for
construction.
style. Because if he took it off right now, let's just say his
support. It's
yeah.
for support.
Yeah, 'cause
Like a
his-
pro.
exactly.
He got a man's hair on his head.
Yeah. Oh wow, man. Because his hairline in his forehead in the 21st century is a hairline in civil rights. That's what's happening right now.
No word.
That's why y'all don't give
No words.
Frank
Nobody's
Costanza.
gonna see this.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna see this.
But,
Closing remarks.
all right.
Oh, yeah,
His closing
Cosmo
remarks.
Frank.
His closing
snap,
remarks. His
I forgot.
closing
My
remarks.
fault.
That's what I
His
say,
closing
closing
remarks.
remarks. Your level of maturity don't come with the age. It comes with what you experience in life. You heard? So with that,
Okay, that was alright. Okay.
Yeah. All I got to say is, transparency is key. You got to be able to be confident in being able to, open up. Now, granted, everybody's not going to be able to, open up about all situations, but if you do truly aspire to have understanding, you have to be able to have those forms of conversations and be confident when you do so. So that's key. If you want to be able to grow all aspects of life, mental health and everything. But granted, there are those who you want to be able to find, confidence in confiding in. You have to be able to find that confidence in confiding in those people. So you have to be very meticulous in those sort of, aspects of life. But ultimately, understanding is what we all aspire to be at. But with that said, that has been the official first, episode of the Deadass podcast. Now that we have a real name for it.
So we sticking with that ass.
We stay Deadass. This man always say that ass.
That ass.
We New Yorkers, G.
Because the girls I be fucking with be having that ass.
Hey, that ass. No invite. But yeah, hey, orgy. But we ain't talking about that right now. So
I don't do that high school.
this has been
Choo choo.
episode 2
running trains and stuff. Wow.
of Deadass podcast with Mr. No IG or Low Key Row, Unknown, Antisocial Tie, Fatty Bitty, Rick Slick, and the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis,
Oh, yeah,
Deadass podcast.
yeah,
We'll be
yeah.
back.
Wait, you supposed to do it together?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I'm not sure what the timeline or when we will record next again. Let's
I
just
learned to let it
yeah.
go.
We
Let it
just
be.
when you see
I'm
us,
perfectly
you see
comfortable
us.
While us being 45 and it took us mad long to get 50 episodes. At 45.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because when we look back on it, we gonna be laughing.
Yeah. So when you see, because honestly, this is really just for us. Like it's very
This is
therapeutic.
lifetime podcast,
This beautiful.
like-
This beautiful. I love
Lifetime
every
podcast.
second of it. All right, but we about to be out of here. Fatty Bitty taking up all the oxygen. So we living life.
So from all of us, one last time.
And we out of
See,
here.
he didn't do it?
I did it.
No, we gotta do it again so you can say you're at the same time. All right. Once again, get it going. All
From
right.
all of us, one last time.
And we out of here.